In MCQ 9, X is made of a compound that is ranging from 2 period 3 elements, and this particular X compound has no issues reacting with hydrochloric acid to give a solution as well as a gas as shown over here. So if you take a look at solution Y, alright, the usage of a data booklet would be fantastic at this moment, because when it was tested in a very QA qualitative analysis method with sodium hydroxide, it was a white precipitate that was actually insoluble in excess sodium hydroxide. So if you refer towards your data booklet all the way at the back, I think just before your periodic table, you can see the QA results of some of the more common cations with sodium hydroxide, and the only one that fits this particular model of being insoluble in excess sodium hydroxide, it will actually be our magnesium over here. So seemingly easy, I know that I can strike out A as well as B from the cause of this answer. So now we're left with phosphorus as well as silicon. Now let's hop back towards gas Z. Now for the case of gas Z over here, when it was actually reacting with air, let's just take it as a form of combustion, alright, it actually bursts into flame and it produces two oxides. Now one which is water. So it kind of tells us that in gas Z, one of the elements that was actually found inside was actually hydrogen, because hydrogen will react with oxygen to give us water over here. Right, but that is not something we are actually caring about, because hydrogen does not belong to period number 3. Whereas this is the next clue here. The next observation here is that an oxide that was produced, because we know that this is definitely an oxide in this case here, you're adding oxygen towards the element that make up in gas Z. It is neither soluble in acid nor soluble in your alkali. So coming back towards our two shortlisted items, we have our phosphorus, which can form a P4O10. By nature is considered to be an acidic oxide. So as an acidic oxide, it is definitely not soluble in acid, but it is soluble in alkali itself. So I already say that option C is really wrong already. Now silicon on the other hand will form silicon dioxide. Right, silicon dioxide is a macromolecule. So although it is considered to be an acidic oxide, it shows the same profile of not being able to dissolve in acid. Now, it is very important to remember that it is also unable to dissolve in your alkali as well, unless the choice of alkali over here is a concentrated alkali. And this will actually spur a reaction with silicon dioxide, which is a macromolecule with giant covalent bond, and it has a relatively inert nature. Now, if you take a look back in the question, they use a dilute alkaline, and therefore this is the reason why there is no reaction. Alright, silicon should have been the element that we are actually looking at to be representative of what is found in gas Z apart from hydrogen. So D is the answer for number 9.